They lie to spread love. Now, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I'm an opinionated guy when it comes to certain things. Feel what I'm saying? And my choice of who I rock with when it comes to sports is my choice. Let's get that understood right there. So, we're talking about basketball. The topic of discussion is the Lakers and LeBron times two. That's the title, right? When I say LeBron times two, I'm talking about LeBron James and Bronny James, okay? So with that, that's what we're getting to. I need to make a few disclaimers before we get there, all right? I need to make a few disclaimers before we get there. Number one, I'm a Lakers fan, all right? Point blank period. I'm a purple and gold guy. That's me. Lakers, Showtime. Was hard to understand with that. I'm seriously speaking, all right? So with that, that's out the way. What made me a Lakers fan? It wasn't Showtime. It wasn't Magic. It wasn't Worthy. It wasn't Kareem. It was Kobe and Shaq. I'm an 80s baby. So I wouldn't really had no knowledge of Showtime Lakers until I watched later footage of Showtime Lakers. See what I'm saying? 'Cause I wasn't worried about it. When they were doing Showtime, I was playing with G.I. Joes and He-Man, things of that nature. You feel what I'm saying? So not taking anything away from that group. I know Lakers fans that are fans of the Lakers because of Showtime LA. I'm a Lakers fan because of Kobe and Shaq. All right. Seriously speaking, it was Kobe and Shaq. That's what I saw. That's what I knew. So let's get that understood. Number two, let's get this point understood as well before I go any further into it. My top three for my lifetime, not all time. All right. See, I think that when people start to debate the greatest, the GOATs, and this, that, and the third, I think they misconstrue what they're seeing. Now, if it's 2 or 3 people discussing this matter of the same age group, I get it. But if you have different age groups, you have to be able to separate the generations. You see what I'm saying? So with that, that's why I say my lifetime, what my eyes have witnessed while I was here and I was a fan of this sport. MJ is my number one. I witnessed MJ with my eyes. He was different, period. However, Kobe is my close number two. Think about the nuts you got to have in order to be better than number one. Them big nuts. Not only are you looking up to number one, you want to be better than number one. You got some big kahunas, buddy. Big kahunas. Big kahunas. Yeah. Like straight up. Hey, man, it was a card game that I used to like to play called Kahuna. Damn, never forgot how to play it, man. But if y'all know about the game Kahuna, leave it in the comments. While I'm saying that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. This is a new channel. I'm trying to get it up off the ground. Make sure you like the video if you like the content and you like how I'm going in. And, you know, at the end of the day, share it. Ain't no shame in sharing. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let me get back to the point. I think it's understood that I'm a Kobe guy. All right. LeBron is my number 3 though. And the only reason he number 3 is because I can't take away from the person that my favorite player emulated. It's no secret. Kobe could tell you about all these other great players because he was that guy. He was a historian. He understood the game. He wanted to be the greatest, period. But the person before him was Michael Jordan. And if he was here to tell you, bless his dead, Lord bless his soul, I think he would tell you, like, Jordan embodied all that shit. Excuse my French, but he did. So when you look at Kobe, you saw another MJ. I think we all did. You feel what I'm saying? So in that, I got to put MJ number 1, but I put Kobe a close number 2, and I put LeBron number 3 simply because ain't nobody did what LeBron did before. MJ went 6 for 6. Kobe went 7 for 5. How many finals did LeBron get to? You see what I'm saying? He won 4. So it's like, that's my top 3. And I'm not even sure on who I want to put on the 4th head of Mount Rushmore, in my opinion. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not even trying to go there. I'm just telling you who my top 3 is. All right. Moving forward. With the Lakers being my favorite team, with LeBron being in my top 3, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm biased because I see the arguments of everybody out there. If you're not a LeBron fan, you're not going to talk good about. I ain't going to even say that. If you're just a LeBron hater, you're not going to talk good about what transpired the other night. You see what I'm saying? If you are a LeBron fan, more so a LeBron diehard, you will say how this is the best moment in NBA history. I get it. Now I'm gonna take you a step further. I'm gonna take you to the point of being a father in any industry that you have stake in. I know how that feels. That's a great feeling. See, I don't play professional basketball. Look at me. I'm behind a mic, a camera, and some lights, trying to create some content. That man create content. That man, LeBron James, he creates content by playing basketball or sport. We are nothing alike in that aspect. Like, I'm not trying to compare what I do to what he do. All right? But I'm trying to make a comparison in this way. I'm an entrepreneur. This isn't my first business venture. I'm successful in my first actual business venture. I'm not ashamed to say I'm a janitor. That's what I do. I used to be a general cleaner, but now I own the company. All right? So now I own my own company in janitorial. And those are noble services, by the way. Anybody in janitorial and customer service and things of that nature, I salute you because that's a noble service. You will rarely hear thank you, but you're going to hear every complaint. And you got to hold yourself to a standard in order for you to do the job successfully. Therefore, I salute you. All right? However, me owning my own company, me having a young son, when I say young, he's not a child anymore. My son's 22 years old. And it does my heart good when me and my son can be on the same site together. What I mean by site, I mean job site, where we're actually putting in the work at. And I see him carrying out certain duties and certain tasks in a way to where he reflects me as being my son. Do you know how good that make a man feel? Straight up, do you know how good that make a man feel? I'm just gonna give you an example. I can send 3-4 people over to this same area, and it's gonna take them 2.5 hours to do it. I send my son over there by himself, one and a half hours. By the time my other team get over there, he's done with everything. Only thing y'all got to do is the minutia and get on up out of here. That make a man feel good. So with LeBron being able to play in the NBA with his son, come on, man. I can't knock that. See, this is what a lot of people, it's crazy to me. Like money doesn't transfer itself to morals. Money doesn't mean good intentions. Money doesn't mean good karma. See, to me, I'm sorry, y'all. See, to me, when LeBron is able to put himself and his son, his family in this position, it just doesn't mean because he got the money to do it. He had to do a lot of things right in order to be in this position, because you got to remember, God don't make no mistakes. And if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. See, we can't knock Bronny James because he's LeBron's son. He was born in that position. That ain't him. Like, what? We got to be mad at him for that? No. Number two, he couldn't be crap. Yeah, his daddy can pull a lot of strings, but his dad ain't the coach everywhere. His dad ain't the recruiter everywhere. Bronny James had to do something right in this whole process to even get in this position. Yeah, you can say it was 100 players better than Bronny to get the 54th spot in the draft. You can say that. But out of all them players, was LeBron James the daddy? Period. We done all been in them positions, man. We can't fault or we can't be mad at where the chips fall. You were born the hand you were dealt. And at the end of the day, with all LeBron has done for the NBA, does he not deserve that? If he can pull them type of strings, is that not a good thing? You name me somebody that was able to actually pull those type of strings from our culture. Not just because their kid was talented. Yeah, you're going to throw up the Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey Jr. was better than his daddy. Stop me when I'm lying. So that ain't a good one. So you can come up with something else, but that's the one I'm going to use for my preference right now. LeBron did a lot. That's what he wanted. And it's not that far off from being conceptual. It is what it is. Bring him in. May Bronny have to go to the G League? He might. Then again, he might not. See, I came up on the job training. Working with his daddy. Who knows? But just being spiteful and saying that, oh, he didn't deserve the spot. The only reason he deserved the spot, this, that, and the third. Put yourself in that situation and tell me, truly tell me that you would have put your ethical values above non-nepotism and this, that, and the third, above you and your family breaking generational curses for an example for the rest of your people. Again, an example. See, we want to look at it in the negative light, but when have we ever seen anything like this in our life? He's able to do it. If it ain't nothing else you should take out of this, it should be that yes, we can. We can be this. We can be that. We can, like, bro, we get a beacon of light. Look, we get a beacon of light. We ain't got no street lights in the fucking hood. we get the opportunity to have one street light in the hood that can illuminate us in the dark so we can stay out a little bit later because our mama ain't want us staying out because this shit was dark in here. It was terrible. But now we got some light. You see what I'm saying? Now, before the sun go down, we ain't got to come home. We can stay out a little bit later. And then when the street light come on, our mama can tell her, hey, get your ass in the house. Because we got a street light now. It gives us time to be out a little bit more. But now we get the one street light. Everybody want to get their BB gun and shoot the light out. What are we talking about, y'all? Now I get everybody's understand. Look, from the other side of it, I get it. It was some players out there that was better positioned than Bronny to get that draft pick. But we can't question circumstances. Circumstances are circumstances. You have your right to comment and have your freedom of speech on them circumstances, but what's for you is for you, and what ain't. And that's just what it is. So, good people, I say this. Everything that we witness in a certain venue, let's say Bron playing with Bronny with the Lakers in the first regular season game, it's not always about the moment. A lot of the times it signifies something bigger. You feel what I'm saying? So if you take yourself out of basketball and just understand that Bron just broke a generational curse. Seriously speaking, no matter how you might want to take it, you can sit here and say that, yeah, he's super rich, yeah, he's with the elite, and he got the ability to do that. I would say I see your argument. However, I would counteract with, I'm not super elite. I'm not super rich. However, I own my own business. And my son doesn't work for me full time. I encouraged him to go out into the world to see what that was like. Because the only thing he knew was getting paid by dad. Dad got him in a situation. No, go out here and experience life on your own. And for him to be able to do that, and then also have the humility, number one. Number two, the wherewithal to understand that this wasn't bad at all either. And me, as a father, to be able to, that's my son. When he come into my genre or my industry and emulates my type of work ethic, that make you feel good. I don't give a damn. I don't care. It make you feel good. It make you feel accomplished. It make you feel like job well done to a degree, because the work's never done while you here and while you dealing with your offspring. You feel what I'm saying? So I truly understand what that moment meant. And for people not to get that part, that's troubling. However, I know everybody's mindset ain't there. And they still looking at it as a sport type of thing. And nepotism and this, that, and the third. And I don't want to hear the nepotism. Man, we've witnessed this happen since our existence. So the moment that we're able to put ourselves in a position, I ain't gonna say, ourselves, I'm not in that position, but I am. Like, bro, we're people of color. We understand the history of what we had to endure in this country. And I love this country. Don't get it twisted. I don't want to go nowhere else. This is the last stop. We can't, like, bro, where we going? This is the backstop for freedom. You are the hind catcher for freedom, America. Whether you know it or not, you're the hind catcher. Only thing you got behind you with the backstop. Matter of fact, you ain't the hind catcher. You the backstop. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nowhere else to go. So don't get it twisted, but it's like, look at everything from both angles. See what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I understand there was some players out there that were more deserving of that one position. That one position. See what I'm saying? One, it ain't like he took up 10, 15 different draft spots. He took up number 54 out of, if I might be wrong, but out of 55. See what I'm saying? He took up number 54. Only thing that I'm saying is, if you was in that position, you had that type of leverage, and you had enough evidence in your arsenal to make an argument, would you not do it if you were LeBron? Does it not make sense if you're JJ Redick? Does it not make sense if you're Jeannie Buss? See what I'm saying? Like, especially if it's gonna give your OG more fuel in his fire. See what I'm saying? Come on. So let's not be too hypocritical and too judgmental when it comes to certain things, especially this situation. Also, to everybody that's holding their hat saying, and this is a good thing, and this, that, and the great, yada, yada, boom, boom. No knock on Bronny, but at the end of the day, we all know that if our last name wasn't James and our first name wasn't LeBron, and if that was our boy, we probably couldn't make that happen. Like, we got to keep that a beam. We got to keep that a book. Period. It was on it. The only person that I see that happening for in the NBA is maybe Steph Curry. Maybe. But see, it's precedence for that too now. Don't get it twisted. You want to blame LeBron, but I think you got to really blame Giannis. I think Giannis was the one, and it could be before Giannis. I don't know. I'm not a big researcher for the NBA, so it could have been before Giannis. But Giannis got his brother in, and his brother ain't Giannis. His brother's not Giannis. Giannis ain't his brother, and his brother ain't Giannis. So I think that you got to look at that situation too. So how can you really, like, that's his brother, and you tell me I got a chance to do it with my son? You already told us to shut up and dribble. Okay, that's what we'll do. But now it's a problem here. Like, come on, man. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a beam, man. Be proud for the man. I know I am, like, just from a father having a son standpoint. Period. It's great. All hope is not lost. But with that being said, man, I'm going to get up out of here. I hope everybody is safe and productive and blessed. Till the next time we meet, I am Keith Daniel. This is the Daniel Diagnosis 2.0, and I hope you have enjoyed the Lions Den. Peace.